Hey everyone, Ben here and welcome to Motivation to Invest. In this video, I'm going to reveal to you guys my top 3 productivity hacks. Now this is after multiple requests from you guys. These productivity hacks I'm going to reveal to you in this video have not just changed my personal life, but also my business life and help my businesses to become a lot more successful. So for those of you guys which don't know, I currently run multiple different businesses in the private sector. I also invest in stocks. I do plenty of stock analysis on this channel. I invest in property and I do various other different things. And people always say to me, Ben, how do you have the time to run 5 different businesses, do all this crazy stuff, and also seem to be having a lot of fun along the way? And the real reason is these productivity hacks I'm going to reveal to you guys in this video. This is stuff which you will not learn in any school. This is stuff you will not learn in any university. And I was shocked to see after I actually went to university, I went through the whole university process. And then once I started reading multiple self-development books, I must have read around 400 right now, which is one of my habits, which I do quite regularly. And it does seem to me that in these books, this is where you do find the real wisdom, which you can actually use practically in your day-to-day life. So in this video, I'm going to reveal to you guys these top 3 productivity hacks, and I think you guys will find this immensely valuable. If you do find any value in this video at all, and all the research which has gone into it, then feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to join the investing family, the self-development family, by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. On this channel, we are all about self-improvement, self-development, and personal finance, helping you guys to become financially free in your life. Because I personally think that's what life is about, having time free where you can actually focus on the things that are really important to you in your own personal life. And with that being said, let's dive in. So kicking things off at productivity hack number 1 is begin with the end in mind. So for anything that you want to accomplish in your life, you should start with a vision, a mission, and goals along the way. So your vision is this overarching plan, this overarching visualization of exactly what you want to achieve. And then from that vision becomes a mission of which inspires you and actually motivates you and gives you a true north to move forward towards each and every day. And this could last multiple years throughout your life. And then the goals are stepping stones to help you achieve your mission and also ultimately accomplish your vision. So for example, if I use a company like Tesla, they have a mission which is to help accelerate the world's transition towards renewable energy. Now this is a really inspiring mission which not only inspires the great Elon Musk, but also all the employees of Tesla to actually work towards this greater mission of actually changing the world. This has inspired many people. Many investors who actually invest into Tesla for this sole reason that they have this main mission. Now, there are plenty of other renewable energy companies out there, but they don't seem to be as mission driven. And that's why we do see Tesla a lot more successful, not just in terms of its business, but also in terms of its investor relations. So we can learn a lot from having a vision, having a mission, and goals in between. So whatever you want to accomplish in your life, whether this be business, relationships, personal, whatever it is, begin with that end in mind, that final goal, that vision of what you want to achieve. For example, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the great Austrian who actually went from being an Austrian farm boy to Mr. Olympia, Mr. Universe, and then of course Hollywood action star, Governor of California, and many, many more things this guy has done. An incredible person. He started his journey with an ultimate vision. He saw himself on that podium of Mr. Universe and actually being the winner of that competition. He visualized that when he was back in Austria as a farm boy. And then from that, he's actually accomplished so many great things. So having a mission truly does help you in your life, and having a vision, a clear vision, which inspires you and motivates you every day, does make the real difference in whatever you're trying to achieve. Okay, my second productivity hack number 2, and this is have an MIT, or most important task, each and every day. So I recommend setting this at least the night before. So just before you go to sleep, set this. I personally write notes in my phone, so set this in your phone. What's your MIT each and every day? So basically, this is the most important task. This is basically the task that at the end of the day, if you're sitting there, you're in bed, and you're thinking, have I had a good day? Have I accomplished a lot today? What is one task, one thing which you would have completed and you would have said, yeah, that's actually a good day. That's a big tick in the box. And that's the thing which you should light a fire under yourself each and every day in order to motivate yourself in order to do that one main task each and every day. In productivity books, this is sometimes called eat the frog, because this task is usually the task that you put off till last. It's usually the most complex, the hardest task, the one that requires the most work, but that is the ultimate task which you need to complete. And to be honest, once you get this done first thing in the morning, which I personally do, I usually do my most important task. I wake up around 6-7 a.m. and I do my most important task from around 7 till, it might take till 12, and then I've got the rest of the day to myself. I can do all these little tasks in between after I've done my main MIT. Now, there's a great story about productivity by a professor, and he basically showed this jar, and in the jar he put these rocks in first, and then he asked the students in this class, he says, is the jar full? And of course, many of the students said, yeah, it looks full to me. It's full of rocks. Then he went to pull out sand and actually poured sand into the gaps in between the rocks. Then he asked the students again, is the jar full? And then I believe he got out some water and filled up the jar even more. And then he said, now the jar is full. And basically what he means by this is, if we would have put the water in first or the sand in first, all these little things which don't really matter too much, like checking emails, then everything else wouldn't have been able to fit into the jar. And that jar is our resources, our time, our money, our energy. And we need to actually put the big things in first, the things that are most important to us in our lives. This could be our family, this could be our relationships, could be our businesses. These could be the most important tasks which we need to complete each and every day to move the needle for us in our own personal lives. Okay, on to productivity hack number 3, and this is to create positive habit loops. So a habit loop is basically created from a cue, a routine, and a reward. So we have many habits in our lives. I'm sure many of you guys maybe hit the gym certain days in the week. Maybe you commute to work, that's a routine. Maybe you grab a coffee at a certain time in the morning. Maybe you have a piece of cake at a certain time on a Friday, let's say 3 p.m. Friday. Maybe you get up and go grab this certain piece of cake, this coffee, whatever else it may be. These are habits which we have in our lives. Also, negative habits. So for example, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, smoking. These are all negative habits. So these are habits, these are things that people wake up and they do repeatedly. And this actually gets embedded deep into the brain, because the way habits work, you have a cue, which is basically a signal. So for example, that could be stress for some people. When they feel stressed, they suddenly reach for and grab a drink, they grab drugs, whatever else it may be. Then the reward that they get, the brain gets, is these psychological feelings. These feel-good chemicals are released in the brain: dopamine, endorphins, oxytocin, and many more. What we need to do is harness this power of the brain, the power of habit, and actually use that to accomplish things we actually want to accomplish in our lives that will actually ultimately benefit us. So this could be physical exercise, this could be going to the gym, this could be doing a really boring project that you don't like, this could be doing some sort of studying, some homework, whatever else this may be. This is actually programming your brain to actually do these positive habits, which will ultimately benefit you in your life. Now, briefly, I want to tell you guys about the Pavlov dog experiment. So during the 1890s, a Russian physiologist was studying dog responses to food, and he set up an experiment where he rang a bell, then fed the dogs at a certain time. However, what he noticed after repeating this experiment many times, that just by ringing the bell, he could get the dogs to actually salivate in anticipation of receiving the food. And this is basically proof of how habit loops work. So just by ringing the bell, the dog automatically expects the food to come, and it's anticipating that feel-good feeling. So we need to be aware of these cues, these routines, and these habits, and these rewards which we receive in our day-to-day lives. For example, in the words of the great Tony Robbins, he says, most of us have a highway to sadness and a dirt road to success. And what we need to do is switch that around. So the more we do something, the more we do a certain habit, the more it gets hardwired into the brain. And what we really want is a highway of positive neural connections towards what we actually want to achieve, and then a dirt road towards the stuff which we don't really want to achieve, and it won't actually help us. For example, some people have a habit of gossip, which of course isn't that helpful. Okay guys, that's my top 3 productivity hacks, and I'm going to reveal to you guys one more bonus, and that is to be a continuous learning machine, or Kaizen, continuous self-improvement. each and every day. This is a real success factor. I've studied many billionaires, many millionaires on this channel. I've done interviews with millionaires, billionaires. I've read over probably 400 books on self-development. I've read multiple biographies, investment books, and one common trait I've spotted across all these great people, from Bill Gates to Warren Buffett to Jeff Bezos and many, many more, they all are continuous learning machines. So they're constantly learning every day, and learning in your life should basically just be like breathing. It's something that you should do each and every day. At the end of the day, you should be sitting there and thinking, what have I actually learned today? This could be learning from experience, this could be learning from wisdom, knowledge, actually studying a certain project, reading up on something. Being a continuous learning machine is a major key to success, as knowledge compounds over time. And in the words of the great investor Warren Buffett, the best investment you can make is in yourself, in your own self-development, your own knowledge, and your own skills, because those are things which you can take with you throughout your life. If you guys actually want to continue this learning journey, but not learning this stuff that's just taught in school, the stuff which is not really relevant to our day-to-day lives, actually learning practical wisdom, practical skills, investing skills, which actually help us to actually become successful, become financially free in our day-to-day lives, then feel free to join the investing family, the self-development family here at Motivation to Invest, by hitting that subscribe button. It's completely free, and turning that notification bell on. And if you did find any value in this video, then feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the channel. And with that being said, I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. Which is your favorite productivity hack? Comment your thoughts below. I'd love to hear that. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all have an incredible day, and I will see you in my next video. Invest safe.